Turning now to the American media and the booming Chinese market. A longtime Hollywood executive who witnessed and helped create the mega-rich marriage between Hollywood and China has now released a tell-all book about that process. Fenton has produced or supervised 21 films grossing $2 billion in the box office worldwide. He joins us now to talk about his book, Feeding the Dragon: Inside the Trillion-Dollar Dilemma Facing Hollywood, the NBA, and American Business. That is a gripping title if I've ever heard one. Chris, thank you for being with us. For us lay folk who are not in the business like you are, don't know how all that sausage gets made. When we think of Hollywood, you think of LA, but talk a little bit about why we should think of Beijing as well.
Well, it's interesting. I wrote the book literally for people that might have a little bit of an interest in Hollywood, a little bit of interest in China, and just a little bit of interest in reading a really fun memoir. Because when you're working in the exchange of culture and commerce between the two superpowers, a lot of crazy, colorful, really chaotic stuff happens, and it lends itself to a fantastic story. The way I open the book, I actually start with a cold open, the same way you would see any sort of action movie, where we land right in the middle of Beijing at the Forbidden City. Robert Downey Jr. shows up for the first ever full-scale Hollywood premiere inside the center of China. It's the first time Hollywood came there. We did everything we could to promote the heck out of that movie behind me, Iron Man 3, and we literally put Marvel on the map with that film. Their last biggest hit prior to Iron Man was Iron Man 2 at 20 million. In 2013, we did $125 million box office just in that market with Iron Man 3. And then cut to 2019, Marvel's Avengers Endgame did over $650 million just in China alone.
Wow. And you're right. Speaking of that premiere, I want to read. I think we have a graphic this we put on the screen. You wrote, photos as simple as Robert Downey Jr. wearing a smog mask, incredibly insulting to China, on the red carpet, or worse, being a no-show at his own premiere because of safety issues cited by his security detail would kill us and the movie's returns in China. The bad press could torpedo everything we were trying to do in China. So every little thing, as you were alluding to a second ago, is so important because, again, it's a drastically different culture than America, but also a lucrative market because they have a population north of 1 billion people.
Yeah, what's amazing is you brought up the statistics from my resume of $2 billion in theatrical box office. Last week alone, China did $1.75 billion in box office, just in one single week. That's how big the market is. Now, cut back to 2008 post-Olympics, it was only 4,000 screens. Today, there's 77,000 screens. Back then, it was barely a $500 million market. In 2019, it was almost 10 billion. So the numbers are unbelievable and the stakes are super high. Any little thing that goes wrong can damage a movie. In fact, I alluded to in that opening of the book, Nike, where they actually created a campaign around a LeBron James shoe. And LeBron James in the advertising campaign battles a dragon and he wins. And immediately, censors in China shut down the commercials because beating a dragon in China is about as insensitive to the culture as it gets. And it set back LeBron James and Nike several years on all the gains they had made there. So every little thing that you do, whether it's in the movie business, sports business, whether you're Marriott and you accidentally have Taiwan on your map, or you have Activision showcasing their latest game and they show a smidge of the Tiananmen Square incident back in 1989, all that stuff can set back consumer products and services from any company, any industry out of America back 5, 10 years. And then suddenly they're in this punishment sort of blacklisted area and they got to work their way out of it. And it's very difficult.
So in other words, the moral of the story seems to be, with such a huge population and a ton of money and a country that's only growing and becoming more powerful, Hollywood has to be, or thinks it should be, very careful when dealing with them to not upset what is a critical and stunningly lucrative market. Is that fair?
Well, that's 100% the case. And what I'm on the crusade with now with my book is essentially telling how we got here in this place in history, and then also lay the groundwork of how we need to adapt to change. We don't want to fully decouple from China, but this harassment over our freedom of speech rights, our freedom of creativity, our ability to say what things are on our mind as far as criticisms for what we don't believe in is happening in other countries around the world, and then getting penalized for it by a huge market such as China is completely unacceptable. So we need to unify over something like this. And there's a lot of discussion in the cultural and commercial exchange world of maybe using the Beijing 2022 Olympics as simply that, a leverage point where athletes, industries, different players that are in the sports industry, different countries can actually say, hey, China, we've had enough. We're not going to show up to your fancy dinner party in 2022 unless we fix A, B, and C going into it.
Wow. Fascinating behind the scenes peek into that world. Chris, thank you so much for being with us. We certainly appreciate it.
Yeah, I'd love to come back anytime. Follow me at the Dragon Feeder and go on my podcast, Feeding the Dragon. So much to discuss.
Absolutely, man. Thanks again. We appreciate it.
Thank you.